Wateco as civilizational virus. Welcome, whoever just joined, and it doesn't show me because I'm shadow banned right now in this moment. Jack Forbes, Columbus, and other cannibals, and Paul Levy, dispelling Wateco, document how indigenous peoples recognize Wateco at civilizational scale. Characteristics of Wateco civilization. Insatiable consumption, never enough, so the voices hunger at collective scale. Cannibalizing the sacred, destroying nature, community, meaning for profit, so voice consuming what should nourish. Mimicry and spread, so infecting, colonizing, converting other cultures. Wateco spreading through contact. And that's what I was saying earlier about the Spaniards, Spanish conquistadores. They would go and conquer. Inversion of values. Wealth hoarding praised. Generosity mocked. Competition praised. Collaboration mocked. Voices upside down world. Blindness to infection. Believing this is progress, civilization, human nature. That's Wateco making itself invisible. Nobody's perfect, so I shouldn't even try. European colonization wasn't just political or economic, it was Wateco spreading from heavily infected populations to less infected populations. So the indigenous peoples often had gift economies. They weren't scarcity based. They had consensus governance, so not domination based. They had a sacred relationship with the land, not exploitation based. And they had community cohesion, not isolation based. These were operator consciousness systems, or at least closer to them. Colonization infected these populations with voice-operated systems, often intentionally destroying practices that maintained operator consciousness. Ceremony, language, connection to land, community, bonds. That's why everyone in Mexico speaks Spanish. Like they came in, they burned all the books, they killed anybody that was spreading the old cultures and the old systems and ways of doing things. And yeah, that completely infected them. This is Wateco spreading through civilizational contact. Breaking the feedback loop, the work of awakening cells. The loop seems unbreakable, but it's not. Every awakened cell weakens the system. When you disidentify from voice, you stop feeding energy into voice-based systems. When you operate from divine consciousness, you demonstrate an alternative is possible. This is the important part for us. When you create from operator awareness, you build systems that serve wholeness instead of hijacking. When you refuse to transmit hijacking, you break the generational chain. You become a disruption in the feedback loop. The tipping point, critical mass. Systems theory and complexity science shows systems flip when a critical threshold is reached. You don't need everyone to awaken. You just need enough. Research suggests 10 to 25% of a population adopting a new behavior can flip systemic norms. So this gives us hope. We don't need to go convince 8 billion people to take responsibility for their shit. Thank God. Morphic resonance means each awakening makes the next awakening easier. That's Rupert Sheldrake.